The Six Laws of Compassion for Survivors. Law 1. You were pulled into an emptiness, not into a relationship. The narcissist didn't choose you. They chose the way you could fill a hole inside them. They related to you through absence, not presence. Their interest wasn't based on who you were, but on how you could stabilize them. Once you understand this, compassion quietly begins. It was never about my worth, it was about their emptiness. This breaks the cycle of self blame. Law 2. Idealization overwhelmed you too, even if you didn't realize it. Idealization feels romantic, intoxicating, unreal, but beneath the excitement, something very old and very deep gets triggered inside you. Overwhelm, exposure, loss of grounding. This is too much. You don't recognize it as fear because it comes from a part of you formed long before language. Your system does something automatic. It hides your real self and puts forward a version of you that can survive their intensity. This is how you begin to lose yourself. And here, compassion grows because you finally see their intensity frightened me for the same reason intimacy frightens them. Different reactions, same wound. Law 3. When the illusion breaks, you collapse outward, they collapse inward. The relationship wasn't built on two real people, it was built on a fantasy created inside them, with you assigned the leading role. When that fantasy breaks, you lose the person you thought they were, they lose the stabilizing object they made out of you. Both collapses happened for the same reason. One gaze was holding both of you together. When it disappears, neither of you has a center anymore, just in opposite directions. This is compassion without sentimentality. We both collapsed, just differently. Law 4. They didn't register your pain because you never existed as separate. This is not an excuse, this is structure. The narcissist cannot recognize your emotional reality as separate from theirs. You were internalized, taken inside as a function, not met outside as a person. To them, you weren't you. You were a role, a stabilizer, a source of balance, a reflection, an internal prop. So when they hurt you, it wasn't processed as hurting another person. It was processed as adjusting an internal object. Your pain didn't register because your separateness didn't exist in their mind. This is the point where survivors often first feel compassion. They were not interacting with me, they were interacting with something I became inside them. Law 5. What felt like cruelty was their defense against any real closeness. Closeness to you triggered panic in them. Why? Because closeness threatens to expose the emptiness inside, and that emptiness feels like danger. So they pull away, shut down, lash out, sabotage, go cold. These reactions feel cruel, but structurally they are attempts to protect themselves from the kind of closeness they cannot tolerate. It was never, I don't love you. It was, I can't survive the kind of closeness you want. You were not too much. You were the one thing their system can't safely handle real attachment. Law 6. Collapse turns both of you into children, but only one of you grows. When everything breaks, you fall into abandonment terror. They fall into engulfment terror. Both of you regress to earlier wounds, but only one of you comes back up. You see the loss, see the reality, face the pain, rebuild yourself, confront the truth, develop insight. They retreat, split, defend, repeat, deny, restart the cycle with someone new. Compassion emerges fully here. We both fell into the same wound, only I had the capacity to rise out of it. Compassion isn't forgiveness. It isn't reconciliation. It isn't understanding them so you go back. It is simply this: I see the architecture now, and because I see it, I'm no longer trapped inside it. And that is the moment you become free. Peace out. Loads of love.